Alright, so first and foremost, I want to give our praises to Yahweh, Ba'asham Yoshai, Ba'asham Rakakodash. We stood up and say apostles and elders of great most rule well. And salutations to all the came out to the pushing who don't truth and say the day and the out. You know, constantly in season on the season we say Shalom. You know, just to touch upon you know, the video that the Allah did, right? Touching upon ISUPK says it's okay to take the RFID chip to Zariak and General Yana going off. And I just want to just say a few words to this to that. You know, I believe it was Sunday. I was telling the next brother, I say I was telling one of the brothers in the camp that hey, if you're a shepherd, what you're supposed to do, you're supposed to see about the sheep. You understand? And a shepherd will always see about his sheep. He wouldn't want his sheep to go astray, nor would he want anything to happen to his sheep. And seeing this video here, it shows that hey, it has shepherds outside there that hey will lead the sheep astray, and that is written in the scriptures. And I was telling the brother that I say, hey, you don't want to be that shepherd that doesn't see about his sheep, you know, because he will have judgment for that from the Lord, right? And you know, as the title of the video say, ISUPK says it's okay to take the RFID chip, which is something that they will have judgment to pay for, because you telling people to take the mark of the beast, you know, and other stuff. Nate, all these men, not ISP alone, but these other camps as well, right? This is Jeremiah 23 verse 1. It says, woe be unto the pastors that destroy and scatter the sheep of my pastors, said the Lord. So the Lord saying here, woe be unto the pastors that destroy and scatter the sheep. You understand? And these things that these other camps be doing. You understand? It said, therefore thus said the Lord God of Israel against the pastors that feed my people, ye have scattered my flock and driven them away, and ye have not visited them. Behold, I will visit upon you the evil of your doing, said the Lord. Said the Lord. You understand? Yeah, because what ISPK feeding the people, they're not feeding people the truth. Nor are they telling the people the prophecies to come, the judgment of the things of taking the ship and so forth. Because you know what? They're teaching people to take it. Right? So you know what? The Lord will visit it for evil, the things that they do, because that is evil. You know? If I have, let me just say, let us say I'm a shepherd, right? And literally have sheep. And it have a snake here, right? And I know it have a snake here that would eat my sheep or poison my sheep. I wouldn't want my sheep go there, right? I would have to be a wicked person to make my sheep go there, right? Can there be what? A good shepherd. But these men being the bad shepherd, they would watch the sheep go there, because they would find amusement out of that. The good shepherd and the bad shepherd, and them that is what they're doing. That is being what? A bad shepherd. You understand? And as the Lord say here, I will visit upon you the evil of your doing, said the Lord. You understand? This is spirit, you know. The Allah did this video here, and when I saw it, I was like, yeah, you know, just that come to my mind one time, that being that shepherd, that being that worthy shepherd, being that good shepherd, you know. It's let's jump I'll jump to verse 10. It says, for the land is full of adulterers, for because of swearing the land mourneth, the pleasant places of the wilderness are dried up, and their course is evil, and their force is not right. For both prophet and priest are profane. Yea, in my house have I found their wickedness, said the Lord. Yeah, and this here is wickedness. This is heavy wickedness here. How could you be teaching that ISUPK? How could you be teaching that it's okay to take the chip? Even when they go into the video here, the brother, let me see if I can click it. Yeah, it had the brother also touch upon he also put the video that Apostle had it. And someone left a comment stating that I seen Nathaniel ask the congregation years ago, anybody believe the mark of the beast is a chip? Raise your hand. I ain't gonna get on you. Raise your hand. Some members started raising their hand and said, get out, get out. We don't need you here. We must be of one body. And that's just to show you what it is. The tactics they use is to make hey, to make these sheep, to make these Jake feel, kind of way. Because they teach that the mark of the beast is not the RFID chip, and it already seen things coming out that hey, what Nate said, it's June, ain't no microchip, and eventually right after he has had to see one set of stuff. Even before that, he was seeing one set of stuff about the RFID chip. Even today, when you're going to watch videos today, I recently do a video that it have a page dedicated, a whole .com page dedicated to the RFID chip, RFID technology. You've seen it in the movies, you've seen it in workplaces, right? Just last night I was watching the first purge. I was watching over the first purge, and within the first, I believe the first 10 minutes, first 20 minutes, you hear telling people about hey, to take part in the purge, we will have a truck here, we have to install a trucker into here, so it there. And you actually also there telling people to take that the mark of the beast. Come on, you will have judgment to pay. You'll have to account for that. Right? Let's jump to our next scripture here. This is John chapter 10 verse 11. They say, I am the good shepherd giveth his life for the sheep. But he that is an hireling, and not the shepherd, whose own the shepherd are not, seeth the wolf coming, and leaveth the sheep, and fleeth, and the wolf catcheth them, and scattereth the sheep. The hireling fleeth, because he is an hireling, and careth not for the sheep. I am the good shepherd, and know my sheep, and I know of mine. Right? So they be like the hireling and flee the sheep. Right? Because hey, what do you think to teach? What do you think they're doing? Right? This is what you think that they do. And you don't want to be in a state like what ISUPK in, the madness. A judgment to receive for that, the wickedness that they do. This is Matthew chapter 15 verse 14. It say, let them alone, they be blind leaders of the blind, and if the blind lead the blind, both shall fall into a ditch. Because it have people that are agreeing with them, and they have a congregation following them, a big congregation, in matter of fact. So he said, let them alone, they be blind leaders of the blind. So anyone that listen to them, that going and take the mark of the beast, they are blind, and say, and if the blind lead the blind, both shall fall into a ditch. So it's greater condemnation to come to you all. They're going to take that RFID chip. Okay, and they already give judgment for them that take the mark of the beast. Right? So, hey, we don't see in it by the shepherds, they're just destroying the sheep. So with that, we give our praises to Yahweh, Ba'ashem Yahushai, Ba'ashem Rakakodash. We sit down amongst the apostles and elders of great most well. And salutations to all the Akamas to the push who do not truth of the day and the out in the continent in season we say Shalom.